Hello, and welcome to the Miskatonic Playhouse. I'm T.A. Newman, your host. My team and I will be bringing to life adventures using the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, which contains mature themes, cosmic horror, character death, and loss of sanity. Our mystery can be found in the Miskatonic repository, where people like you and me can write an adventure for others to play. We'd like to thank Sirenscape, whose tools have helped provide the background sounds that you hear. And if you'd like to become a friend of the Playhouse, then please support us on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse, where you can gain access to exclusive shows and content for as little as £1. And now, let's join the show. Welcome to the Miskatonic Playhouse, and tonight the curtain opens on Good Vibes Only by Phaedra Florou, which you can find at the drive-through RPG link below. Tonight's performance is directed by Hedge, the stage manager of the Miskatonic Playhouse. Hedge.
Hey guys, really excited to be running this one. Phaedra's a good friend, and we really want to give you some really good vibes.
Nice. Playing tonight, we have Rina.
Hey, I'm Rina from Ain't Slayed Nobody and the Old Ways podcast, and I'm very excited to be here with all the good vibes.
And we have Bridgett.
Hello. My name is Bridgett Jeffries of Symphony Entertainment, or you can catch me at my day job over at Chaosium as their newest community coordinator.
And we have Cosmic.
Hi, folks. I'm Cosmic from the Miskatonic Playhouse and also Roll20. I'm going to be playing Kinyana.
And I am Newman, the host at the Miskatonic Playhouse and all about General Rogue and Charm Master, which I'm pretty sure is what everybody's calling me these
Charm
days.
Master.
And now, Keeper, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Newman. I look forward to murdering you horrendously as usual.
As quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. And it is an incredibly hot summer's day in the south of England. And each of you, for your own reasons, has found a surprisingly good deal, actually, in this weekend retreat. This spiritual retreat promises a removal of all toxicity in your lives and returning you to a point of good vibes only. And it's a weekend away that promises enlightenment. And for one reason or another, each of you has decided this is exactly what I need. But it is a bit in the middle of nowhere. And as you all find your way to the south of England, you find yourself driving along a small dirt track where you park your cars in your various different ways of getting there. You then walk 20 minutes with your backpacks on in the blazing, horrendous, humid summer heat of southern England. And you arrive in a little clearing. This little clearing is known as the Heartland Hill Retreat. You're sort of in a group of around 20 people, and you're all looking around confused when a woman stands in front of you all. Cosmic, would you mind presenting the picture of Sage?
Indeed.
And she stands and says, "My warmest greetings, fellow children of Mother Earth. I am Guru Sage, and I'm so excited to welcome you to our retreat here at Heartland Hill. Here, you'll get the chance to let go of all that's negative in your past and present. You will flourish and integrate with your true, higher self, as you were always meant to. I know it's a lot to expect in just a weekend, but I've been through a retreat like this before, and it changed my life. I promise you, if you let it, it will change yours too, for the better. You won't let negativity and fear hold you back anymore. You'll make space in your heart for good vibes, and you will blossom into the energetic being you truly are. Now, for some logistics, my assistants will have handed you a printed guide for the retreat. This includes our schedule and some fundamental rules to make sure you foster a safe environment for yourselves and other attendees. Please read it carefully. As a first order of business, we will now collect all of your phones as the rules say technology is prohibited. And then we'll split you into your groups, assign a leader to your team, and proceed into the bonding yurts for your first meditation. Namaste. And at that point in time, first of all, you are all handed some retreat information, which has appeared in Roll20 and will also hopefully be appearing on our stream. There's an awful lot to get by here, so all of the schedule for the day is out and we will look at it later, but I'd just like to take a moment for us to highlight the rules. Actually, Newman, would you mind reading the rules as your character, Guy, reads through them?
Right, rules. Right, number 1, phones are prohibited. They'll be taken by staff and given back at the end. You can take pics and post about us all you like on the departure day. Hashtag Heartland Hill Vibes. Number 2, participation is important for healing. Don't skip activities. Try to keep an open mind and let yourself try new things. They might surprise you. Number 3, a positive and happy group looks on the bright side, but don't put negativity on others. Good vibes only here. Number 4, keep your own rooms and bathrooms clean. We have no cleaners on staff. What? Some karma yoga is always good for you. Number 5, don't enter the staff's private rooms. We need some time to be alone and meditate too. Winky face.
And it's at this stage where the 20 or so of you are split into 5 different groups. And you are split and put into a group with 3 other people. And in what might be the most surprising thing of all time, the 4 of you are grouped together.
How convenient.
Oh,
and you're
man, that's
staring at each
convenient.
other, you're covered in sweat, you've got your backpacks and luggage still on, you haven't even been allowed to put stuff away yet. And this young man bounds up to the 4 of you, looking refreshed, invigorated, excited to be there. He has shoulders that most men would kill for. His name is Malcolm. He introduced himself. Hi, yes, I'm Malcolm. Lovely to meet you all. Would you please put the photo of Malcolm up? Cosmic.
Okay.
Malcolm is young, he is fresh looking, he looks excited to be there, and he welcomes the 4 of you. He says, I am so psyched to see the 4 of you. This is going to be the best weekend retreat ever. First of all, I am going to take the 4 of you to one of the bonding yurts, and we're going to get to know each other. We're going to meditate together. We're going to vibe. We're really going to vibe, guys. This is going to be wonderful. Please follow me. Come with me. And he gathers the 4 of you up and starts leading you towards what is indeed a yurt. And I guess the 4 of you follow.
Yeah.
We
Fuck yeah.
follow.
Let's do some bondage.
I
And,
did not agree to that when I signed up for this.
Nah, I'm only
Bondage
joking.
is not in the contract.
No. I'm
whoever
just
you are.
playing. Don't worry. He said we're going to be bonding, innit? We're all going to be best mates and that.
And actually, Malcolm opens up the tent flap, and Kinyana, you're the first in. And as you get in, you see a small circle with some incense burning.
Ooh.
And it's trying to fill up the entire place.
Ooh, okay. Is Malcolm following
He's
us in?
holding the tent flap open. You've got a minute here.
Okay. She's gonna walk in. She's not a fan of incense. She's gonna just try and maybe snuff a couple of them out. Just on the sly, just to make sure she can do that. And
You did bring the other incense
I
with
was
you,
just going to
Kinyana.
say, if she gets a chance to whip her own incense out, which she much prefers the smell of, she'll see if she can just. Can you light an incense off another incense? Yeah. So
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand. Let's have a roll of the old sleight of hand then. See what I can do for you. And yeah, that is a success.
Who comes in after Kinyana?
I think Kaci, because
Kaci.
Kaci is actually looking forward to this part, being a lifestyle influencer. So
Nice. All right, Kaci.
gotta breathe
So
it in.
you kind of come in afterwards, and you do pick up on the fact that Kiana's doing something weird with the incense, but it's very fast and very quick, and you don't really understand what just happened. But then she's walking away from it. Something happened there. You can note it in the back of your head, but everyone has now come on in and is sat down in a circle or potentially a pentagram, depending on your personal belief system. And Malcolm says, welcome. We are to sit and meditate together. We're going to go around the circle twice now. The first time, I'd like you to just introduce yourself and tell us maybe a little bit about yourself. What brings you here today? What really good things have guided you to this place? And I'd really like to start with you, Guy, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. Well, like, no autographs and that, hey guys. It's me, Guy Groves. Bit of a known quantity on the screen. Yeah, might bought you tickets and see me at the cinema. But I'm not here for that. So control yourselves. Just taking a break between films and that, and I just thought, before I start the next big one, I thought a bit of me time, a bit of getting back to me, getting back to who I am before I start getting into my next character. It's difficult, you see, being a method actor and that.
And Kaci.
Hi, I'm Kaci. You might know me from my very, very popular TikTok and Instagram as Queen KC. I am your lifestyle influencer and guru. I am here for the good vibes after all this toxic positivity going around on the internet. Like, it's just so bad out there, babes, and I want you to be the best you can be, but I have to be the best me I can be first.
Malcolm is nodding very strongly on this one, Kaci. And Claudia.
Claudia's going to look at Kaci and then look at Guy and then look at Malcolm like, I don't belong here. Yeah, so my name is Claudia. The good thing that brought me here was a Groupon. And so do we get our phones back prior? Like, what if there's an emergency?
Oh, don't
worry. An incoming
worry.
Emergency.
Don't worry. Well, it's only a weekend. And if anything comes up that looks incredibly important, we can let you know.
It's only a weekend. That's give or take 72 hours. A lot of things can happen in 72 hours.
Sounds
I just
like
don't understand.
You need to let some energy go, Claudia. Remember, there are good vibes only here. We need you to keep those good vibes. So we don't, you can't bring others down with any negative energy. This is a place where we focus on good vibes, Claudia. Yeah?
Yeah. Hey, the person that does your marketing copy on Groupon, are they here? Because I thought meditation was optional. I got the impression that it was going to be like massages and like cucumbers on the eyes and that type of thing, not whatever this is.
Well, I think if you relax into the process, it will feel really wonderful. It is. Trust us on this. We have had an awful lot of success in really bringing out a really positive experience to people. Just maybe start with some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. And
breath
in.
work. Okay. Yeah.
And
really
out.
familiar with breath. Good vibes only. Hashtag.
Yeah. And finally, Kinyana.
Right, well, I'm Kinyana. I've come down because my wife Sylvia. No funny remarks from you, Guy. Women can love women. It's the modern day. But no, she came back a changed woman. I thought, I must try this out myself. To see what it's all about. I mean, it looks like a lovely place you've got here, and. Bit of relaxing and be fun, won't it?
Brilliant. That is so good to hear. I'm so really excited to see It's really different personalities coming through. It's a really nice group. I really feel like we're going to form really strong bonds, everyone. Get really closer as people, you know? Really special. I really am excited. Now, one of the things we asked you to do when you came, each of you, was to meditate on what your most treasured possession was. When I came, it was actually my NutriBullet, which I was really, really keen on. It was really important to me, and I brought it. And it was so important to me, my health and well-being at the time, that I really needed to let a bit of that go, because it was so important that actually it was causing bad vibes. And so I've really learned to grow through understanding my relationship with my treasured possession, and we want you to do the same. So we'll go around the circle again, and please tell us a little bit about your most treasured possession.
Right. Well, I mean, mine's this, isn't it? It's a signet ring. Look, you can see the little saint on there. That saint there is, ain't Saint Patrick. I can tell you that. It's Saint Genesis. Genesis. He's like the Roman
like
patron saint. No, not the band. No, not the
right.
band. No, that's Doodum.
Yeah,
That's someone else. Yeah.
The
No,
monkey.
this is that's right. Yeah. No, this is he's the patron saint of actors. So it's a bit of a good look charm. It's like, wear it on sets and there and that and rehearsals. Sets. Sorry, I said on set, not nothing else. Yeah, and it's just a bit of good luck in that, isn't it? But yeah, good luck charm. Reminds me what I'm doing.
Right.
Obviously, it doesn't work that well.
Good
Well,
vibes only, Kaci.
What's that supposed to be? Good vibes only, Kaci. What?
Standard correction. Anytime one of us steps out of line, good vibes only.
Good vibes only, peeps.
Good
Come on.
vibes only, right?
God.
Get out. Hey?
Kaci, what did you bring?
Pull out a travel makeup case. So when I graduated, my mom gave me this set of makeup brushes that belonged to Marilyn Monroe, and she actually took them to the White House, wink wink. And so these have only brought me good luck in my career, and honestly, they're kind of the best. It might be a little spooky having a dead person's makeup brushes, but really, have you seen her?
No,
Whoa,
she's dead.
that's
Good vibes.
Only.
yeah.
Yep.
Claudia.
Good vibes only. Yeah. And it might be obvious in that moment that she didn't actually read the instructions to meditate on a treasured possession. It's an anklet bracelet. An anklet, whatever they're calling it nowadays. It's an ankle bracelet that I'm wearing right now. But she doesn't actually extend her leg out or pull up her pants to show it. That one of my students gave me as a gift when she took home the gold in the 400.
Oh, whoa. In like the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the peak of human achievement, Claudia. That's really important. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
You are so very welcome, Malcolm. You're so very welcome.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I was nominated for a Golden Globe. That's pretty big. Just
that's really impressive, guy. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Kinyana?
Well, mine's not as grand as the rest of yours. That's for sure. I was Blackpool under the pier. Picked up this lovely shell. My wife Sylvia pointed out to me. Said, "Oh, that's a lovely shell." And Kiana holds up very normal looking round shell, which is slightly domed, but does kind of have a nice pattern if you look really closely at it. And she just tucks it in a pocket and keeps it safe. She's actually taken it out of a small box, but now she's got it on her person.
Brilliant. Okay. And then the next 15 or 20 minutes pass in a silent meditation. Well, it would be silent, except Malcolm spends quite a lot of it speaking and guiding you through your breathing exercises, breathing in. And he really wants you to focus on, finding that you're positive centers, and he wants you to focus on positive goodness. And he is giving you all a slightly strange look, and you can all have a spot hidden check at this point in time.
Ooh, here we go.
Fancy.
First roll of the game.
Spot hidden.
I failed.
Ooh, I failed. 83 over 52.
I'm
Yeah,
too
that
busy
also
aligning my
failed.
chakras.
That's a 50. Roll 98 versus a 50.
Okay. So that's 4 failures, but no one quite fumbled.
I might be a fumble. Hold on, I'm looking at my spot hidden score right now. That's a fumble. That's a fumble.
You meditate too hard.
I meditate hard, honey.
Claudia, the thing is, what you pick up is a slightly more attention being paid to you than the others. And the fact seems to be related to the fact that you didn't provide a lot of good vibes. So because like the instructions were clear, no negative vibes, and that negativity from the start, like Malcolm is shooting you side glances, and he's sort of, you have been noticed. If this was one of those games, it would be Malcolm will remember that, would appear. And so he keeps giving you this side eye, and he's certainly uncomfortable about something, but none of you can quite connect what it is. And as the 4 of you wrap up your guided breathing exercises with Malcolm in the yurt, he thanks you all, and he offers to lead you to your accommodation where you will be spending the night.
Sounds good.
Yeah, something
Lead
something
on
really
Macduff. Is that
nice.
what they say, Guy? Lead on Macduff, you know?
Yeah,
We're
so
all
he
cultured
takes you
round here.
from
Yeah, it is, yeah.
these big tents, which are really chic, Kaci. Guy, you think they're a bit dirty. To these quite lovely looking little log cabins on the other side of Heartland Hill Retreats. You walk past a beautiful lake, and as you are kind of making your way, you see the other groups all laughing and singing. Someone's trying to get up a round of kumbayas, but it's not really quite taking on board. But everyone else looks really, really happy and in a really, really positive place. They all have these smiles plastered on them. Cheek to cheek, just way happier than you can possibly imagine. They're having a really special experience. And clearly the 4 of you haven't quite caught that yet, but it is very noticeable that everyone else here seems to be really getting into the good vibes. And as Malcolm leads the 4 of you to your little accommodation and shows you the way, he says, you've got about an hour before we move on if you want to have a look at the retreat information. So the next major event will be the gratitude journaling, which will be in about an hour. So it's at 12 o'clock in the meditation hall. If you need anything between now and then, let me know. Otherwise, I'll give you a little bit of time to settle in, get yourself changed and ready for a day of just really healing. Okay, thank you so much. I'll speak to you all soon.
Malcolm, can I grab him just like privately? Is that all right?
Yeah, you can follow him outside.
Yeah, just hey, Malcolm, just look, this is all about chilling out, innit? And like, finding yourself and being a bit, letting go. Yeah. Good
totally.
vibes only. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who do I get a joint from?
Oh.
Valid question.
No,
Nope, I guess
we
it's
don't
not.
use marijuana, but we use a lot of incense. It's really
Right.
wonderful. You should definitely take the time to really enjoy that experience. And we use the exercises. Really take the time to get yourself into the exercises, and it will be really wonderful. I promise. Just it's so fantastic.
Right. Sorry, I kind of misvibed you there, but yeah. My bad.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
No, it's all good. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, the incense is great though. Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody love it. Nice one.
Yeah.
Cheers, Malk.
Have a namaste. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, namaste.
And the 4 of you are staying in your little hut. There's 2 two beds either side, and they're bunks. So there's a top bunk and a lower bunk, left and right. Where are you all staying?
Kinyana throws her stuff down onto a bottom bunk and looks at Claudia and so like, do you mind going up top, love?
Oh, thank you so much, because the other two are already on my goddamn nerves, and she packs her stuff into that room and climbs up.
I think let's give you
Casey
that
has
private
already-
moment.
Oh.
Let's say Kaci pops to the loo, because there's a little toilet here as well, and
Mhm.
give you the two of you that private little moment.
Yeah. Do that. Oh my lord. I mean, you actually paid for this, did you?
Groupon is 40% off.
Oh, I suppose that's a blessing. At least you can relax and maybe we'll have a jacuzzi or something we can enjoy a little bit later. But listen, whilst the others are around, don't go sniffing any of that incense. It turned my Sylvia's stomach right over. I would not recommend it at all. That's why I bought me own. You know, we can all have a bit of a relaxation without the extra, wacky backy that they chuck in to dose people up, I would probably think. But no. It's pleased to me. Like I say, I'm Kinyana. Call me Kinyana or Key if you like. But, Kinyana's probably better. And Kinyana drops down a bag. She sort of like loosens out of her dark tracksuit bottoms and, just tries to relax, but is paying a lot of attention to the place. She'll probably have a suspicion that there are some security cameras somewhere. She wants to have a good look round, just sort of like get a lay of the land, see if there's anything like that she can spot.
Okay. Kaci,
Mhm.
there's a problem.
Oh no.
This toilet is blocked, and it is blocked bad.
This is harshing my vibe.
It is pretty disgusting.
So
The
I'm
toilet
going
didn't get
to
the memo. Good vibes only.
Start back out. Like, you don't want to go in there. It's like awful. Where'd that Malcolm guy go?
Malcolm has wandered off.
I know they don't have cleaning staff, but there's got to be plumber or something. Like, we're paying for this. Or maybe Guy can take care of it. I'm gonna go and put my stuff on the other bottom bunk. Completely oblivious to the mood in the room from the other two.
Yeah,
Pulling
Guy,
out
you
my
could have come back
hydrating
in now.
wipes. Yeah, I've got my hydrating wipes out as you come in, just like moisturizing and cleaning off all the sweat and everything. And I reach for my phone to try and take a picture of things, and then I realize I don't have my phone. So Claudia and Kinyana just hear me muttering a string of hashtags to myself as if trying to figure out how I'm going to market this when I do get my phone back.
Is she stringing hashtags? No. No, this isn't real life. This isn't. Oh, God.
It's the way you
Hashtag vibes, hashtag camping, hashtag real, back to nature, just on and on and on.
Guy will walk in at that point and just be like, hashtag fucking roommates. Right then, guys. Look, we're all in this together. I need to just nip into the loo and take a bit of a quick shit, and then I don't want to presume, but old Malk over there says we can't have much fun unless it's on his terms. What with his like smoky incense and that. But cheeky old Guy brought this, and he pulls out, and it's like he's basically just got a joint. So. Fuck it, who's up for a bit of a smoke before we go and do a bit more meditation, a bit more sharing and caring like that? No forces, nothing like that, but just it's there if you want it. And I'm going to, where am I sleeping? Is that my bunk there? And I'm going to point at Claudia's bunk.
No, are all those stage lights blinded you? That's where Claudia's sleeping. You're up top with Kaci. I'd you pegged as a taxi driver, mate. Sorry, but...
Played a taxi driver once. Yeah.
Right,
Did you ever see Taxi Driver?
I
was in a sequel.
Right. Oh, there was a sequel with it.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I thought that was the Joker. No.
No.
Right. So is that all you've got? One joint for the entire 72 hours? It's going to be
This is for starters, mate. You want to see what I've got? Have a look in my bag. Come here. What'd you say your name was?
Kinyana.
Kinyana. Come here, my friend, and have a look at this. and I'm gonna just show. There's a few joints. Nothing special. It's like him trying to show off, but he's actually not got that much. He's not like any kind of drug baron. He's basically got like 3.5 joints in it, in like a thing that's supposed to last the whole weekend.
Claudia, as Kinyana is going to look at the guy's stuff, can you give me a spot hidden, please?
Oh, another one so soon?
Yeah.
I'll be so happy to do that for you. It is inbound right now. She failed again. Her irritation levels are obviously affecting her vision.
Okay. Kinyana's got a whole bunch of stuff with her that she was reading and is put down, but you don't glance at it for the moment.
Okay. Can I get a quick placement on just where everyone is right now in the cabin?
Kaci is doing their makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Guy and
Moisturizing.
Kinyana are looking inside Guy's bag, which is just has slightly more drugs than someone who is not actively dealing should have. And you, I think, are on your bed.
Okay.
And
so then she's going to slide down from the bed and go to Kaci begrudgingly. It's like, hey, what did you say was going on in the loo?
It's like backed up pretty bad. Like they didn't clean it in between guests or something. Like I expect better, honestly.
Okay. Is there more than one bathroom here in this cabin, or is that the only one we have?
one bathroom in the cabin.
Okay. Has anyone informed maintenance or staff? Nope.
No.
Okay,
'cause he's
good
not
talk.
here.
She will call out, Key, I'm going to go try to find maintenance or staff or something since no one else is doing it.
Why? What's the matter?
Something is going on. There's a backed up toilet, maybe.
Oh, what?
Fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go and find a bush.
No. You go find a mop. That's what you're going to do. Look, you've got 3 women surrounding you, mate. If you know what's good for you, you'll sharpen up, be a perfect gentleman to all of us, and unblock that fucking toilet, even if they have to use your foot.
Right.
Put those acting skills to great use. I'm sure you've probably played a janitor or something at some point.
No,
so,
played
like,
janitor's brother once.
So
Oh,
play
blimey.
into those vibes, guy. Like I'm sure it'll be a great role for you.
Exactly, Guy. Good vibes only here, and you're our key to those good vibes when you clean that toilet out for us.
Do you know what? I accept a challenge for my new best friends. Fuck it, we're in it for the weekend, aren't we, eh? But if I do this, yeah, you cheeky fuckers, you owe me a bit of good vibes back, eh?
I think you'll have a deal there. Wouldn't you say, girls?
No, I'll be right back.
I am only good vibes personally.
Right, I'm going to go and catch up Claudia, see if I can go and catch this maintenance person, get myself
Oh,
a
God.
mop or a plunger
All
or
right.
whatever it fucking is.
So-
Depth charge by the look of it.
Guy and Claudia, you're off to find someone. The most obvious place to be would probably be the guru's office,
Okay.
which is not that far away.
Is that what it's really called? The guru's office?
Yeah, number 3 on the map.
Hey, quick question. What was the refund policy on this? Is it just like, was it a one time and done? Or like, is there buyer's remorse? Is it first 24 hours you can back out and get a partial? What's refund policy here?
100% satisfaction was guaranteed.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Heard that
Good.
before.
Yep. Yeah, her satisfaction is around 26% right now. We'll go to the guru's place.
Okay. Kaci and Kinyana, are you doing anything back in the hut?
Having a look through Guy's stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What the flippity flop, guys?
You left your bag open, mate. Yeah. This is the
With
thing.
my new besties? What?
Holy crap.
Okay.
You know,
guys.
see if it's got anything useful in here.
We go
are
through
you
his
like
shit.
really one of those social influencers? Do you
Give
get
me.
like?
I'll take a spot hidden from both of you at this point.
Mhm. I'm also evaluating Kinyana, trying to figure out what the best palette would be for her complexion because I think she needs a glow up.
Totally understood.
There's a failure for Kinyana. 67 versus 50.
Failure for me too. 91 over 50.
This is-
Roll 20
this is-
doesn't want us to pass things.
Exactly.
Sorry, Phaedra.
No.
That's not our fault. It's roll 20.
Unfortunately, apart from the script for a new film the guy's been cast in, there's nothing particularly good but maybe this script is worth it. It's called The Paladin's Pearl,
Oh God.
and as far as you can tell, it's sort of a sketchy, pulpy throwback thing, but it's done in sort of an ironic way. And Guy's been cast as the villain's third in command. But it's actually, it doesn't look like a great role, but it's not a bad role. And there is one really good catch line in it, which I will give Newman the next 10 minutes to think about. And at some point, he can tell us what it is.
Yes.
I'm on it.
But unfortunately, apart from a slightly ridiculous amount of weed, that's it.
I thought there might be something useful in here. Like I say, you want properly one of those social influencers that like get people to do what you tell them
I
to.
have an entire empire helping people be the best thems that they can be.
Why
It
aren't
doesn't
you
matter
running
what
this
your gender
place?
is, you can be fabulous. Have you
Oh.
considered bronzer? I have a sponsorship with Sephora, and they've got this really, really beautiful bronzer I think would just look great on your cheekbones.
Do they sell it in boots?
I don't know what that means,
Oh,
but
okay.
probably.
Right. Okay. High Street Chemist. You know, I used to have a Satcher job there up in Bradford.
Mm.
But no, I mean, why aren't you running this place? Why aren't we going to your good vibes only place? You're like getting somebody a deal. You
Honestly,
know, find them
I'm,
out
like,
how's
hoping-
it going on.
I'm hoping for a sponsorship personally, because the more sponsors you can get, like the better you can do and the less you have to actually work.
Oh, right. Well, I think you might need to look somewhere else. I don't think this place is really the place you want to be at. You know, I said my wife came back a little bit different. Yeah, I don't think this place is going to be the one for you. You know, so I bought
So
my
like,
own
why are you
incense.
here then?
I want to find out, you know, what happened and stuff. You know, because Kinyana saying this really quietly, almost rustling some papers or something, just in case they're being bugged. But
Oh
you know,
God, she got the wrong roommate.
if it's all like you know, all above
Oh,
board,
no.
then it'd be fine. But I don't know. Summer's up. She came back all weird and that, and I just want to see if I can see what they did and undo it.
So like, it wasn't a good experience. Okay.
No. I mean, like I say, it might have been drugs or something like that. But you know, when you look at someone you really love, you just look into their eyes and they don't look back at you in the same way. That's what I got at home. It's not right.
Yeah, just like where I'm from, they're called mom and dad.
Oh fuck! It's like that, is it? Oh shit. So have you flown over just for this camp, or are you like doing a residency in London or something?
No, like, I needed to get away for a bit, and the problem is I've been to every major retreat in the United States and most of North America, except for this one in Mexico, and I needed to go somewhere new and where people wouldn't recognize me or try to get my parents' money.
Well,
I did get kidnapped one time in Mexico for that. It was not pleasant.
I
There were no
think you've-
triplets.
I think you've hit the jackpot here. No one's going to recognise or give a fuck who you are here. But
Honestly, hashtag good vibes, hashtag great. I need
right.
Okay, let's pivot to Claudia and Guy. Yeah, you're wandering over to the guru's office and you are watching.
Rina. I'm sorry, Hedge. Bridget's not going to make it. So sorry. Talented role players.
I brought this on myself. I chose.
You did, baby. But here we are.
Bridgett and Rina in a game.
Heck, oh, you should have known better.
Claudia and Guy, you are heading towards the guru's office where Malcolm appears to be speaking to another young-looking blonde woman with a long ponytail.
Hey,
Oi, oi.
sorry to interrupt. Oh, please, by all means, guys, I would hate to speak out in front
Claudia,
of you.
don't want to interrupt. You got this. Go on.
Hey,
So
sorry
anyway,
to
I was-
interrupt, Malcolm.
Oh,
wow.
sorry, Claudia.
Okay.
No, like, my bad. Go on.
Guys, we've got to focus on these good vibes.
Yeah, Claudia.
How can I make your world better today?
Hey, good vibes could start with operating plumbing. There's something going on with our only restroom, which I don't know how you guys do it here, but in the States, that would be considered like a medical emergency. Tenants
Oh,
have to have access to a
amazing!
working.
This is fantastic news. It is
That-
time for some karmic yoga. Oh, this is wonderful. I am
Yeah.
so excited.
We thought one of them plunger things, like, I mean, there's shit poking out the top of the toilet.
No, absolutely. I will get you all the supplies you need, and you can get the toilet unstuck. This is great. It will be so
Malcolm,
good for you.
Malcolm, whoa, wait a second. Wait, we're not plumbers, Malcolm. This is your facility. We're paying to rent these facilities, which means legally you're responsible for maintaining them.
Claudia, those didn't sound like good vibes. I need you to focus on not bringing others down while you're here, Claudia.
Yeah, Claudia.
It's really, really important. Do you need me to maybe show you some personal meditation time? Maybe the two of us could sit down together and we could really focus on getting some really good vibes.
Wow. 1-to-1 session, Claudia, you're out of bag. Fucking hell, you've nailed it there.
Really, Guy? Really?
You have to pay extra for that?
I will do what it takes to help Claudia receive those good vibes she needs.
Yeah, fucking
Hey, Malcolm, quick question. Just before we even go any further, just because clarity is so important. Define good vibes. Just so I have a crystal clarity on what the expectations
is an
here.
experience of positivity. We're trying to cultivate an experience where you can really only experience the positivity. Why don't you come with me, Claudia? Guy, would you mind getting this, dealing with this problem? Claudia and I can sit down for a personal meditation.
Yeah. I made a promise.
Fantastic.
Personal development.
Wonderful. This is just going to be amazing. Okay. So, Malcolm quickly disappears and brings back highly concentrated sulfuric acid, a bucket, and a mop. And he hands it to you, Guy. And then, Claudia, he takes your hand in both of his hands and he leads you towards a room on the side of the office of the guru. How you doing, Claudia? You going with him? Are you going with him with that face on?
He is 110% going with him with that face on.
This is
every step of the way.
Can I be walking off with the bucket and the plunger and the sulfuric acid, just literally to Claudia, just going, good vibes only, just walking off, just giving her a little wave.
Okay.
Yep. Kill everyone.
So what happens, Claudia, is he takes you to the self-reflection space, which is a small room just by the guru's office, and it's just cushions down on. It's a small room, and there's incense burning. And he brings you into this room, and he sits you down, and the two of you are sitting there, and he just tries to have you meditate for just a little bit, Claudia. And as you breathe in the incense, you suddenly feel a whole lot calmer.
Oh, shit.
Actually, you know what? You don't know what you were thinking before. You know what? Things are good. Things are really good, actually, and a big smile erupts across your face. Suddenly, Claudia, you feel fantastic. You feel wonderful. In fact, you can't think any negative thoughts at all. You're in a really, really good space. You feel wonderful. You can't really think any negative at all. Your thoughts are really a little bit all over the place. But you feel good. You feel much better. And when you open your eyes and you look into Malcolm's eyes, you see that same happiness in him. And he is ecstatic to have shared this moment with you. And you stand up and you give him a hug. You feel so good, Claudia. All of your worries are gone. Totally gone. You feel wonderful.
Hedge, I hate you so much right now. The grounds you walk on, Hedge, I hate you so much.
So, Claudia, you're in a state. You've taken the incense, which in game mechanics terms means that at present you can't think any negative thoughts on purpose. Okay.
But there's no negative thoughts to be had. Everything is fine.
No, everything is fantastic. Absolutely wonderful.
Ooh.
But let's cut back now to Guy whistling, holding highly concentrated sulfuric acid, a bucket and a mop, wandering back towards the toilet, and arrive just as Kaci and T look slightly guiltily at the door as you walk in.
Oh, you're back here. Right.
All right, you cheeky fuckers, what are you up to? What are you up to?
I'm
Nothing.
giving her a makeover.
That's right. She's giving me a makeover with no
Hashtag
makeup.
glow up.
Glow up.
Oh,
What
right.
have you got there?
Right, well, I got this plunger and I got a mop, and fuck me, give me some acid. I mean, what the fuck am I doing with that? I'm melting the toilet. I mean, what kind of shit is in there? Fuck, maybe we could get rid of her body, couldn't we?
Well, I mean, sulfuric acid, that's some decent stuff you got there. I mean, it probably is burned through that bucket if you're not careful. In fact,
Seriously,
it'll
though.
burn your hand off if you even drip it on it. So
Right,
be
good
careful.
point. Shall we all agree that you have gloves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, have you got some of those
Yeah.
thin latex ones?
Those
Has
thin
he given
latex
something-
ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
those
they
no,
look,
no,
they
no.
look,
The
they
rubber
look
ones.
really fucking thick and
Right,
safe.
okay.
These gloves, like super thick and safe.
all right,
yeah,
but don't
yeah.
splash it anywhere. Oh, okay, so
You,
what's the plan then? Yeah?
you look like you could be in the next like Breaking Bad prequel.
Oh fucking yes, they should make that. All right, I'll give my agent. Oh shit, I haven't got my phone.
I never did get a show about drug dealers. I mean, they get locked up around where we are.
Is that like? Are you talking about like all crime drama? Because it's like the biggest fucking selling thing. It's like people love it. True crime, untrue crime, solving crime, criminals, detectives. It's like it's the shit. Everybody loves it.
No, I just like
Speaking
all
of
the documentaries
shit,
and stuff.
Guy.
Yeah, I still need a
I think
shit
you've-
really bad. You're
I
right.
think you've got a job to do. Now, I
Right.
don't want to tell you how it's done, but you did say you played a cleaner once.
I did, but I'd really
Right.
appreciate
Oh,
it if
God.
you did tell me how it's done. Because I mean, what the fuck? Who uses acid on a toilet, right?
Yeah, let's have a look at it, and Kinyana will hesitantly go over to the casualty.
Can I light up my half joint while I do this, just for the smell? Because it's going to be pretty bad in there.
Yeah.
The ambience. There
yeah,
you go.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Good vibes.
Good
Kinyana,
vibes only.
You have a scientific background, don't you?
Exactly. She doesn't want to be in too much of a hurry, so does she
Yeah.
need to make a chemistry roll with this
No,
dangerous acid?
Why don't you give me the chemistry roll, and I'll give
Okay.
you know things anyway.
Oh, that is a success.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm
35 under 60.
almost in range of a hard success. If you would like a
I
hard
don't
success,
think
keep
there
it.
is any reason why you need to make this into a hard success.
Thank you. Yes, success.
As a general rule, you would use a base, not an acid, for cleaning. You can use acid for cleaning, and you would in some particular sterile environments. But that's not the worrying thing. The worrying thing is that you're looking at 100 molar sulfuric acid. This could actually get rid of a body.
She
Bruh.
will exclaim, and as she
You
reads
want-
the mold content.
You want to
of it.
dilute this somewhere in the region of 1 to 100 to make it not deadly.
Oh,
Make
bloody hell.
it so it's a 1 to 100 dilution to get it down to a point where it's usable as something to clean.
Keeper, can I ask? Is it like in a bottle? Is it in like a bucket? Is it?
It's in a bottle.
Oh, bloody hell. I hate doing mold calculations, dilutions. I was shite at that at school.
Yeah, me too.
Whilst you were out there, did you see a tap or something?
Yeah, there's a tap in the bathroom.
I'll go into the
Alright.
bathroom and I'll put the gear in there. Yeah, there's a tap in it.
Right. Okay, hold on. Fill that bucket right up. No, don't.
What with acid?
No, jeez. Put that fucking wacky backy down and pay attention. Your life is in danger.
Don't fucking threaten me. All
No,
right.
I'll fucking threaten you as much as I want, mate. I've mold in the acid. Would you like
You rolled in
your
acid. Are
genitals
you
into-
fucking mental?
Oh my lord.
Right, I'm gonna put water in the
Case.
bucket. All right.
Oh my lord.
Casey has gone outside because they
Just-
have never had to clean a toilet in their entire life. That's what servants are for, and maids.
Oh, God.
So she doesn't want to know how this works. So she's out taking in the scenery and figuring out what pictures she's going to take when she gets her phone back.
I love it.
Maybe
Love it.
while the other two are in and take the 15 minutes cleaning and unblocking the toilet, congratulations, you do succeed.
Great.
You,
Yay!
Kaci, see the happiest looking person in the world walking towards you. Claudia just looks full of beans, happiest person. She is biggest smile you've ever seen, just ear to ear. Good vibes are pouring off of her.
See, good vibes only. And she hugs her. How'd you guys do with the toilet?
Like personal space, but like
Oh,
they're
it's
also hashtag cleaning, I think.
Oh, so they were successful. They got it on the clogs. That is good. Good. Also,
Like-
you should have a string of hashtags for like triumph and success. And like opening up the pipelines to your vision and your soul, like hashtag pipeline. And she just walks by them still.
Hashtag girl
hashtagging.
boss.
Hashtag girl boss. Yes, this is the energy that I needed. I hate you, Hedge. I was so content to work out my personal aggression in a character with an attitude. And you're like, nah, be happy.
Hashtag fuck you, Hedge.
Something we've all used. Kind of that point, can there be a shout at that point where they just hear the success of the toilet cleaning and there's just like a yeah, fuck you, shitter, just like echoed out from the cabin.
Sure. And Claudia walks in with the biggest smile of her life. She is just grinning from ear to ear. Can I get a psychology, Kinyana?
Okay, that is. That's a fail. She's too engrossed in the horror she has just experienced.
Claudia's finally perked up a little bit. That's good. She was dragging you down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey guys, good job with the toilet.
Yeah. It was quite a slog, wasn't it, Guy?
It's fucking easy. It's like anything, right? Any kind of role, any kind of character, you just get into the mind of it, right? And you just seep in, get
Lord,
it done.
he's off again. Tell Claudia all about it. I'm just going to make sure that acid is secure. And
Yeah, I left it on the side, hanging on the sink. It's like on bouncing on the edge.
you really are a fucking star. Well done.
Yeah, what?
Hey.
That's what my agent says.
Language. Positive
Oh,
environments.
that's positive where we come from. And Kinyana wants to go and find the bottle, and she wants to try and find some sort of other container that she could decant some of this into, at a good sort of like dilution, so she can deposit back an amount, but store an amount herself, if that's possible.
I see. I will take a luck roll.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
To
Here we
see
go.
if you have your face at the end of this.
That's a failure. 81 versus 16. Nuts.
What you need is something with glass, and you're thinking right now you have a glass water bottle, which is really, really beautiful, sitting on the kitchen shelf where you thought to yourself, I should bring that,
It'll
and
come
it's
in
still
handy.
there.
Has Kaci got maybe a glass atomizer? You could.
No, unfortunately,
No.
with that failed luck roll, there is nothing in the present vicinity that would allow you to do this.
Nuts.
We don't travel with glass because, like, if it breaks, it gets into your brushes and your palettes and it just goes everywhere. And that's not hashtag up to code.
Right, fair enough. Guy, I'll drop this back. Where did you get it from?
Oh, it was from the guru's office, like round the back, I think.
All right, okay. I'll
I'll take the gloves and the plunger and the mop. There
that's
you
all
go.
right. No, lovely. Right, yes, yeah. Remember, tell Claudia about that film script you were mentioning earlier, and then she'll just disappear out the door.
I didn't mention a film script. the fuck? I'm going to look at my bag. Does it look like someone's gone through it?
Yes. Claudia, can you give me a luck roll at this point in time?
I would be so happy to give you a luck roll. To be honest with you, I'll be happy to participate in any facet of this adventure you would like me to. Because I'm so happy.
Good vibes only.
I am so happy right now.
I am so happy right now with my successful luck check. 53 under, what did you guys say it was? 60? 12 times 5? Yeah. 60. Yeah, success.
So your eyes fall on the desk where Kiana's notes are just sort of lying around. And what you see is a number of notes that Kiana has left to herself. And would you mind reading them out to me?
Oh, I would be so happy to read these out to you. Have they populated yet? Is it just me?
It should be in the roll 20.
Listen, you were warned about me in roll 20. Okay, we got it. Kinyana's notes. Okay. First note. Do not inhale the incense. Number 2, read negative words. Number 3, do not be negative in front of the staff. I'm just curious. Number 4, find the underground room in the meditation hall. Number 5, we are surrounded by an invisible and impenetrable barrier. Would you like me to read the rest of this?
Yes.
Okay. These aren't listed numerically, but almost in bullet point form, I'm seeing people are dangerous. Nothing lasts and it hurts. No one can save you but yourself. Children die every day. Racism, sexism, and ableism run the world. You can't fix most of it.
Can you give me a power roll, please? I'll give you a bonus die. Because these words are probably pretty shocking to you.
And some of them are really negative, and I can't even comprehend negativity right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the struggle. All right, so
Bliss.
77 and a 77. Congratulations.
And is that a fail?
I don't know, Jesus. I'm getting there. Big time. Fail.
Big time. Would you like to push this roll?
Push the roll. Bridgett.
Hedge. Are you giving me an opportunity to push a power roll?
I feel like there'd be a beautiful moment if you passed this, and there'd be a beautiful moment where you destroyed this piece of paper. And I think both of those things would be awesome. So I would love it if you offered to push this roll. If you don't, we can move the story forward, though.
No, I mean, Hedge, you're not about to tee me up for a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. She is for sure going to attempt to push this power roll. She reads through this once, and you know when you just pick up a piece of paper, you're just quickly reading, and then you're just like, all right. And then you're like, wait. Let me put myself in the mind or in the audience or in the chair of the writer or maybe the reader that it was intended for. She's going to attempt to reread it again with a little bit more of an intimate approach. Y'all send thoughts and prayers.
Did she get the bonus die on the push?
Here's the question. I'm here for a good time. You know I don't care.
Pressure.
Do I get the bonus die on the push?
Yeah.
I think you get the bonus die on the push. Let's give you the bonus die on the push. I
Rina,
was getting a lot of nods from the other players.
That's why we're getting married. All right, guys. I need to roll. I need to roll a 4 or below here.
Oh my god.
How's she do? Failed it by 3.
Wow.
You
Roll 20, chose violence.
Claudia, you tear this piece of paper up. Like, you can't have negative words. What is this? You've got to do right by Kinyana. Obviously, she's really struggling, but you're going to help her have good vibes. Yeah.
We're going to destroy it. We're going to tear it up while smiling from cheek to cheek until it hurts, until it actually physically hurts.
If I see this... Oh, sorry. No, please go on.
No, and she just sort of drops them. You're all distracted, but you're distracted with this. Kaci is imagining what it would be like if they had their phone right now and they could live stream this entire thing.
I just think if I'm seeing them rip up a piece of paper and Kinyana has just said about the script, Am I like, what, Claudia, is that my script? What the fuck are you doing?
No, it's not your script. Good vibes only. I'm just ensuring that only good vibes are allowed in our cabin.
And
I think I should be the leader. Weren't they going to appoint a leader?
Can I make a psychology roll at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not her normal self.
No, she had a lot of negativity, so I feel like Casey.
Do you mind if I join you on that?
Yeah, please, both of you have psychology rolls.
I have got a hard success, 21 under 60.
I got a straight success.
Guy, you left her alone with Malcolm, sorry. You left her alone with Malcolm, and he said he was going to give her some one-to-one treatment, and she came back very, very happy. Kaci, Kinyana mentioned that this place did something to her wife, and all the other guests came out of the yurts looking exactly like Claudia's looking right now. And Kinyana mentioned something to do with incense.
I'm going to go find Kinyana.
Yeah, so you catch up to her just as she's handing the sulfuric acid and other bits and bobs back to the guru's office. Kinyana, were you planning to do something there?
She was going to offer to, I'll drop it in. Where do you want it? And try and get a look into the store of what other highly dangerous acids they may have in there, because that could be coming useful.
Give me a stealth roll.
Ooh, unlikely, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, that is a success. 19 versus 36.
You become a bottle of acid.
Sure. So, as you wander towards the guru's office, everyone else is heading towards the main building, which is the meditation hall. And so, as you arrive back, there's no one here. And as you just test the door, it's not been locked. And so you open up and you find yourself inside the guru's office, where there is a cupboard, which when you open it, you find there's some normal cleaning supplies. There's another bottle of this highly concentrated sulfuric acid. And that's about it. There's not a lot else in the cupboard. There's not other acids, but there is another bottle of this high conc stuff. Which, again, this is not cleaning equipment. You don't know why it would be here or what would be going on there.
Okay. Anything else immediately I can see on the desk? Or anything like keys or stuff like that?
Over there is, the desk has a big lotus blossom behind it. Beautiful thing. It's like a purple lotus-shaped flowery thing. And the desk itself looks fairly empty. There's a big basket full of your mobile phones.
Mm-hmm.
So there's about 20 mobile phones in there. Clearly they've collected them and put them off to the side. And the chest has some drawers and things in it. Are you looking through them? Are you picking up
She's
phones?
doing a very quick rifle through to see what she can find.
Spot hidden.
Oh, here we go. Find the things.
There's a fail on the spot hidden.
No worries. What we'll do with
60
this,
versus 50.
What we'll do with this is a guy were you that was running after Kinyana?
No, it's Kaci.
No, it's Kaci.
Mhm.
Kaci, give me a luck roll.
Okay.
Come on, Kaci.
Yeah, I'm trying. Roll 20 is my enemy.
You ain't lied today.
Nope,
Well.
96 over 55.
So, Kinyana, you hear sounds outside of someone approaching.
Bugger. And she'll
Yeah.
do everything. And she'll swipe the swankiest looking mobile phone, probably gold with trim on it, that
Covered
kind of
in
thing.
crystals, yeah. Swarovski.
And you make it out, and as you are heading back,
Mm-hmm.
you bump into Kaci.
Oh, you dozy bint. I thought it was somebody else. Are you all
Look,
right?
Kinyana.
Mhm.
Kinyana. And the vocal fry is just completely gone. Something's wrong with Claudia.
Oh, bloody hell. Did she get a sniff of that incense?
I think so, because she's being all happy and weird, and she tore up some papers on your bed.
Oh, shit.
What
okay,
is going on here?
I don't bloody know, but look, here's a phone. Is this one yours? Is it Casey's phone? Or have I just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that one might be us. Listen, you've got to record as much of this shit that's going down. I don't know what's going on here, but if you want to blow up on the internet, I'll show you what is going on. But the first thing we got to do, we got to get Claudia back on side. Keeper, what time is it? Are we supposed to be somewhere doing something now?
You've got about 10 minutes until you have to be in the meditation hall for the next activity, which
Gratitude
is
journaling.
gratitude journaling, which, by the way,
wonderful.
Claudia, you are so excited for.
I have so much to be grateful for.
Can I
And
ask
I can't wait to
Claudia
share that.
about, like, if she's turned up and she's all fucking beaming with the joy of life? The last time I saw her, she was, daggers and that out of her eyes. Just perhaps on our way to the meditation hall. Claudia, you seem like you got a fucking spring in your step, eh? Chirpy chappy these days.
We should hold hands.
Oh, okay.
Let's hold hands.
yeah,
And
all
she's
right.
going to reach out and grab his hand.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? We're all pals.
We're going to intertwine her fingers and start swinging.
I'll just kind of finish my joint and throw it on the floor and, yeah, all right, fuck it, just hold hands, let's do it.
I mean, Guy, you're also feeling pretty good.
Yeah. It's just, Claudia, can I just ask, like, what the fuck? Like, what's this smile all about?
I don't know. There's just something about the air here. It's just, you don't feel it. You just don't feel that relief or just that stress falling off of you. Tell me about your Golden Globe nomination. That's something that's obviously so important to you, and I am so sorry that I didn't celebrate it with you before.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Like, everyone's wrapped up in their own shit, isn't it? Well, let me tell you, right? And I basically just go off on this stream of, playing, like, in Hollow Man 3, I played the Invisible Man. And how it was like such a significant role, and I was like really kind of credited for my facial expressions and body language, and that was what the nomination was for.
So I'm just going to pivot back to what's happening with the other two, just so we can bring everyone back. Are you? So when you get back to the room, the other two have already left.
Oh, nuts. I wanted to be violent with Claudia.
Good vibes,
You
Emily.
might want to keep that to yourself, Kinyana.
Oh, no. Like I say, you've got to think really negative
But
thoughts.
you don't want to say it out loud when we don't know who's listening.
I know. I'm worried there's like got listening devices and everything around. But come on, let's get to... hang on a second, let me just have a look at the map.
It's time to like go back into my voice, so shh.
All right. Let's go to the
You really could use some bronzer though.
meditation. Oh, I bet
Just
I
go
do.
off to the meditation hall.
Location 4 on the map.
So, yes, welcome to gratitude journaling. This is a really exciting experience. What's going to happen is all of you are going to eventually just about arrive together over at the meditation hall. And it is full of excited people who are really, really keen to express themselves through some gratitude journaling. When you walk in, the room is beautiful. There's this big lotus in a big curtain along one wall. There's a couple of doors at the back which look like they lead off into private rooms. Probably that's where all the other initiates sleep. But the actual place is set out, and there's this board with some instructions on it. And right beside the board with the instructions on it, there's some incense. In fact, there's incense dotted around the room all over the place. And by the board with the instructions on it, there is a whole bunch of pieces of paper and pens. So you're going to have to go up and read this board to find out what's written on it, right beside the incense. What would you guys like to do about that? Like, what is your approach here?
Well, I'm obviously glad to be here, like #blessed, so I'm gonna go read it.
You're going to go read it right beside the incense.
Looking side-eyed at Kinyana.
Kinyana's smiling super sweetly while she thinks of bad things and wars and famines and stuff in her mind.
You are all free to attempt to hold your breath for this scene while you go read it, if you so wish.
And Kaci is also trying to hold in their mind the last time they fought with their parents, because it was a really big, explosive sort of fight.
Nice.
So
Here is the fun bit.
mhm.
Whoever you choose to attempt to read the entirety of the gratitude journaling note to our audience, if they can read the whole thing in one single breath,
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
you will all
Okay.
get a bonus die to resist.
Who reckons they can do it?
It's going to be Guy. Can I just immediately
ask
do
the
I
Guy's?
reckon I can do it.
Don't
I reckon I
ask-
can do it.
Claudia
Don't
doesn't know
ask the
anything is
asthmatic,
wrong.
because
All right.
Claudia doesn't think anything is wrong. He
Newman,
is swinging
you
Guy to the board.
Okay.
You have to read all of the words on the gratitude journaling page in one single breath. If you
Unique
manage
New
it,
York.
everyone will
Unique
get a
New
bonus
York.
die on this roll.
Gotcha. Okay, ready? Welcome to your first activity here at Heartland Hill Retreat. We hope you've enjoyed your time in the Bond yurt and are feeling happy and smiley already. You got a chance to appreciate something that means a lot to you. Now let's do the same with someone who means a lot. Take a piece of paper from the table here and a pen. Find a comfortable place to sit and rest in the room and get to writing. Don't rush. Spend the time meditating on thinking about the person. Imagine them being here with you and write about them. Don't overthink it, right from the heart. Now get started. You have 90 minutes. Woohoo! Boom.
Damn.
So, if you choose to resist this by holding your breath, you can make a constitution roll with a bonus die. If you're going to go in with incredibly negative thoughts at the forefront of your mind, you can resist this with a power roll.
Can I ask, Keeper,
hard
because
success.
Guy's not been a part of the conversation with Kinyana and Kaci, but has seen Claudia, who's been talking about the incense and feeling really good. Would I have suspicions, do you think, to try and resist this?
I'm happy for you to attempt to hold your breath
Okay,
because you suspect something.
thank you.
I got a hard success on my power roll.
Nice. So this good vibe feeling floods you, and you feel it, but you just keep those really negative thoughts in your
I just
head, and
Hear mom shouting at me over
Yeah.
and over.
you're just like, this is why everybody hates you, just as in your head. And you grab the piece of paper or the pen and you pull it away, and you manage to get away from this thing. Guy, how did you do?
I got a success.
Excellent. So you managed to hold your breath, read the instructions, grab your paper, take it away. Kinyana?
Holding breath. That is a success. 44 versus 65. No bonus
Whoop,
dice
whoop.
needed, but thank you very much, Guy.
All right. And Claudia, I assume you're happily breathing.
Yeah. Why would she hold her breath? There's literally no reason for her to hold her breath right now.
Excellent.
She will
So,
take
Claudia,
a couple
you're going
extra pieces of
to-
paper.
Through this experience, you're going to enter a new level of euphoria. So, moving forward, thinking negative thoughts isn't actually really possible anymore.
Mhm.
If a negative thought comes into your head, you actually are going to hear a positive thought instead. So, in fact, it's a little bit like having visions in normal Call of Cthulhu rules. You're actually going to really struggle with being able to hear anyone say anything negative. You'll just assume that it's positive. So, for instance, if you see a wound, you might see flowers. If someone says something really hurtful, you might think they're talking about puppies.
Got it. Oh, I love it. Level 2.
Level 2.
Let's
And
go.
all of you are sitting together, I think, because there's a wee group, and you're all kind of giving slightly side-eyed, worried looks at Claudia as all of this is going on, as you all write in your gratitude journals. What do you write about? Let's start with Guy.
Well, I think the main thing that I kind of focus on here is Dear Guy, you are incredibly special to me.
Oh, God.
I think I envy you and I admire you. And I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart that you're not just a nominated Golden Globe winner. You are also a potential nominated Oscar candidate for your role in Judge Dredd 7, The Dredgening.
Yeah, it was actually mentioned that you should be nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role for that role, but it never actually happened.
It's all rigged. It's all rigged.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just send myself a bit of love with it and just kind of say, I'm glad you're being you and finding you, because without you, I wouldn't be me.
Keeper, I have a quick question.
Yes.
At what time, like clockwise in this scenario, is it good to start killing Newman? Like, is now too early? Like, do you want me to wait to the 3-hour mark? Would that be more like responsible for your audience? Like, when do I have the green light to start killing Newman? I just want clarity.
And on that note,
oh my God,
you have a shotgun in your hands.
Let us bring this first episode to a close.
Hashtag done.
Thank you for joining us for Act 1 of Good Vibes Only by Phaedra Florou. If you like the show and want to support the Miskatonic Playhouse, you can do this for as little as £1 on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse. And we would be incredibly thankful if you could take the time to leave a review wherever you listen to our podcast or watch our videos. You can also join us on Discord, Facebook and other social media platforms via our website www.miskatonicplayhouse.com and through the links found in the show notes. Until next time, when the curtain rises again.